So guys, how are you? Gary here for Cruising with Classic Cars and Hot Rods here at the Quinnipiac York Hill campus for the Memorial Day car show weekend. And we are here setting up very early. All right guys, here we are, Quinnipiac car show. This is the 28th annual weekend, Memorial Day weekend car show here at Quinnipiac. So I want to get a shout out to everybody and all their hard work that gets put into this particular show. So right now we do have people actually waiting in line to come in, and Cruising with Classic Cars and Hot Rods will be here all day. We're going to be handing out awards this year at the show, and stay tuned for that. Let's talk about your Camaro.
Okay.
Yeah. Where'd you find it? Where'd you see it?
Oh, I found it in.
Let me see the photo. I'll put it up on the site.
All right, cool. I found this car. Let me turn the brightness up.
Yeah.
I found this car on Facebook Marketplace.
Okay. Nice.
And I bought it from a guy in Walk Hill, New York.
No kidding.
He posted it. I called him the same day, looked at it the same day, and I. That's how you do it. So that's how all of them were going.
What made you? Now you're only 20 years old, right?
20 years old, yeah.
So what made you get into the old school hot rods and classics and stuff? That's awesome.
I've always been into cars. As like a kid, like my brother and I would I don't know, bounce ideas off each other and just like, oh, come here. And we would just. We're like, oh, the movie Cars, you know?
Yeah.
That was a great movie. Herbie Fully Loaded.
That's awesome.
Like that. I don't know.
My movie was Gone in 60 Seconds, but the original one with the yellow Illinois.
You know what's funny? Actually, I watched both of those last year after I got my car.
Oh, nice, nice.
People were telling me, you have that car? You seen Gone in 60 Seconds? Is that why you bought it? I'm like, no. So they're like, you gotta watch it.
Yeah, no,
you gotta watch Gone.
Okay, guys, Gary here, Cruising Classic Cars and Hot Rods. The cars are coming in here at the Quinnipiac Connecticut Chevy Hamden Police Memorial Weekend Car Show. It's starting, the cars are coming in, it looks like it's clearing up. Come on down, what a beautiful day this is. I'm Gary for Cruising with Classic Cars and Hot Rods. Stay tuned, we are gonna be giving some awards out today. We got 6 awards, and we got 6 categories that we're going to be doing. So I'm Gary for Cruising with Classic Cars and Hot Rods. Stay tuned here at the Quinnipiac Connecticut Chevy Car Club Show. Thanks. All right, guys, so far here at the Connecticut Classic Chevy Memorial Day Car Show, 28th annual. We are up to, how many cars?
155.
We're up to 155 cars so far. Take a look at this Plymouth police car. This is pretty cool right here. This brings back memories. Very nice. Up here at the entrance with the Connecticut Classic Chevy Car Club guys. How are you guys? I'll tell you what, we lucked out with the weather now.
Yeah, absolutely did. It was raining like tomorrow.
Yeah.
We didn't get a drop.
You know what, we've been very fortunate. I'm going to give also some awards. I got my grading book coming out soon. I'm going to take a look, do something different this year. It might be pretty fun. We're going to go around. It'll probably be on my podcast today, stuff like that. But I want to thank you guys for all you do. There's a lot of hard work you guys put on this show for 28 years.
It is a lot of work, but we manage to pull it off every year, and we hope to keep going. We'll see how long it lasts.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, thank you very much, and I'll see you soon. Thanks.
All right, Gary, thank you.
Right, take care, Gary.
Take care. Wow, look at that. That's beautiful. Beautiful. Let that thing rumble. You got your buddies?
Buddies, yeah.
Good. 57, nice. Look at that. Beautiful Trans Am. Sweet. We're right here in the pretty cool little golf cart, and we're going around the lot as we speak. With the president here from the Connecticut Classic Chevy Car Club, and we're at the golf cart, and we're moving along these beautiful cars here today at the Memorial Day Weekend Car Show here at Quinnipiac. Just incredible. Want to say a couple words there,
Yeah.
George? What do you think?
we got a little slow start because it was raining in parts of Connecticut,
Yes, I heard that.
but not here in Hamden. No rain, not even a drop.
Yeah, we lucked out.
So it was very, very good. Now,
We are filling up. The last number I got was about 155 cars, and that was a few
here's my son.
minutes ago.
Here's
So,
my son.
oh, nice. Oh, that's a nice color.
It's coming in hot and heavy now.
Nice. Oh, look at that Roadster. That looks like a 32 coupe.
Nice 64 Pontiac Le Mans.
Look at that.
Very trophies that we give out.
So you
all
give
stuff-
65 trophies out today, and that's pretty impressive.
plus the special awards that we have from the major sponsors. We also have big cups. If you're familiar with the show, you know
Yep.
that there was. We always do the big cups.
Nice. So I know this gentleman here with the beautiful Mustang, and his son created this kit. How are you guys? Some beautiful Mustangs here. I'm a Mustang fan. This truck is a friend of mine's, Ted. I did an interview with this gentleman before. That's a beautiful truck. Beautiful GTA. A lot of beautiful cars there today, George.
Yes, Connecticut has a lot of top-notch cars, and we get them all. We get them, but there's, everybody says California has all the cars and this, that, and the other. Connecticut and the surrounding states have a lot of beautiful cars, and they're all top-notch cars.
The knowledge that you guys have at the Connecticut Classic Chevy Club is amazing. So, and then this show here at Quinnipiac has been successful for 28 years.
Right. 28 years. It's actually, we're doing it for 30 years because we took 2 years off for COVID.
Okay.
And so it's actually 30 years this year that was before when we started this show.
Wow. Yeah.
We're now we get to know a lot of people.
Well, you know what? Cruising with Classic Cars and Hot Rods is always about not just the cars, but the stories and the people behind the cars, behind the builds, etc. Take a look at that beautiful Vet. You got a beautiful Challenger here. You know, those Mopars are getting some big dollars now at auctions, and they're just beautiful cars nowadays. I remember my dad used to tell me some Mopar stories that back in the day they would fall apart, and now they're one of the most desirable cars going.
Right.
It's amazing. It's all about the people.
Yeah,
It's all about the people. They love
the car people. Car guys are the greatest. They're always willing to help people out. And
How you doing?
and everything.
Hey, what's up, man?
Hi, how are you?
Good.
How are you?
You're on Cruising with Classic Cars and Hot Rods. Say hello.
Say hi. How are you?
Not only that,
They're vintage people too now.
you're right.
And,
But you know the talent of the to curate a car and keep it in this condition. Look at this, for example, this beautiful Camaro, and the condition that these guys keep these cars in is just phenomenal. After 10 o'clock, cars are still
coming in.
Yeah, cars are still coming in. Beautiful Lincoln, Corvettes, Hot Rods, just beautiful. Oh, here's a beautiful Jeep. Hey, there's Al.
Oh yeah, Al's here.
Al, you're on Cruising with Classic Cars and Hot Rods right now. Nice convertible 65, 64 and a half Mustang. There it is, the 1971 Boss 351. Beautiful. All right, take a look. It is packed. We're probably over 300 to 400 cars right now here at the Quinnipiac Chevy Show.
What is it?
Just amazing. So guys, how are you? Gary here, Cruising with Classic Cars and Hot Rods, underneath the staff tent here at the Quinnipiac Show. And I want to tell you here, take a look. This is what we're going to be doing. We're going to go around and I'll show you how I'm going to judge and pick the cars for the Cruising with Classic Cars and Hot Rods Award. The sheet that I'm going to be using, this is the CCCHR Car Show Criteria and Grading, 1 through 5. And the categories I'm going to kind of pay attention to are body and paint, bright work, glass, wheels and tires, interior, engine compartment, and an overall presentation. So we have antique cars up to 1954. We have classic stock from 54 to 72. Another one is the classic custom and resto mod. That's 54 to 1972. We're also going to do classic open, and that's going to be from 72 to 1990, which is the cutoff today for this show. And then we're going to do pickup, and we're going to do hot rod. So those are the categories that we're going to be doing and judging for the independent awards here at the show, handed out by Cruising Classic Cars and Hot Rods, and sponsored by 427 Motor Cars. So, hi guys, Gary here for Cruising Classic Cars and Hot Rods at the 28th annual Memorial Day weekend car show here at Quinnipiac. We're just under 400 cars right now, and it's just awesome. And I'm here with Mike with his awesome custom Camaro. Tell me about it.
It's a 69 Camaro. I bought it as a 327 original numbers matching car.
Okay.
And it was a mint frame off car when I bought it, and we did all the mods to it.
Okay.
To make it enjoyable to drive.
Right. So it is a true resto mod, yes?
Oh yes.
What's the chassis? What have you done to modernize it?
So what we did is we did all Detroit speed suspension. We put an LT4 in it. We tubbed it. She has 335s in the back.
Oh wow!
And
nice.
275s in the front. There's a 19 in the rear and 18 in the front.
Beautiful. What was the modification for suspension?
That's Detroit speed.
That's the Detroit. Oh,
yep,
nice.
Coil over, rack and pinion.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking for.
So
okay,
had,
nice.
9-inch forward rear end. Just a solid frame all the way through. With the horsepower, you need that.
Oh yeah. Now, what are you pulling? You said a little over 700?
720.
Wow, that's awesome. Let's take a look under the hood. All right, so here, ladies and gentlemen, take a look at this supercharged LT4, you said?
Yes, it is.
Just awesome. Look at this. You got a big block radiator, I see, to keep that puppy cool. Very nice. How about the interior? Is beautiful?
All original interior. I kept that original.
Nice.
Open the door.
Sure.
We went with a 6-speed.
Oh, you did go with a 6-speed.
Yep.
Beautiful. Oh, wow, look at that. Oh, this is gorgeous. What a beautiful year to start with, too.
Yeah, you can't beat the 69.
You can't. And it's a convertible.
Yep. We went with bare brakes.
Yeah, look at that.
Pistons.
That's beautiful. So, guys, Gary here for Cruising Classic Cars and Hot Rods. I'm with Mike, and he won the Cruising with Classic Cars and Hot Rods Custom Award. 1969 Camaro. You got his buddy over here who actually built the car. Chris, say hello.
How you doing?
And it's just a dynamite time here at the Connecticut Classic Chevy Club. I'm Gary for Cruising Classic Cars and Hot Rods. Stay tuned. Thanks. Cruising Classic Cars and Hot Rods picked this awesome 1923 Ford Model T for the award. Choice Award of Excellence is presented to the antique vehicle from the early days to 1954, and it's to Jeff. And Jeff, 427 Motor Cars also provided a coupon for their services as well with the certificate. So I want to congratulate you. Thank you very much.
Thank you very
What can you tell me about this awesome car that's been in your family for a century?
It has. 101 years this year, actually next month. My great-grandfather Delbert and grandmother Blanche Adams bought it in June of 1923.
Oh, wow.
And they used it on their farm till about 1931.
Okay.
And then it sat there in a barn till 1969, almost 40 years.
Oh, wow.
My grandfather then got it out, got it running, and you see on that sign in the front a picture of my great-grandfather in the passenger seat with my grandfather driving it.
That's awesome.
And then fast forward to 94, my dad inherited it, and it was in pieces again.
Okay.
And then in late 2004, he got cancer.
Okay.
He gave it to me. He says, I'll never get it running. Well, my wife and I decided to get it running. So we
incredible.
Put a lot of money over 6 months of time. And did a frame off on it, and my dad got to drive it 3 years before he passed away.
Oh man, what a story!
Yeah.
What a story! Now, and how was it? Was it difficult to get it in this condition the way it was, or how?
It was all there.
Did you guys do it yourself?
I did not.
Okay.
A retired gentleman in Hebron, Bill Brock, did it, most of it for me, and since then, Ralph Herman down in Essex manages it for me now when I need work. He's done quite a lot on the undercarriage and stuff in recent years. So.
Oh, nice. And you're now just a curator of this awesome machine.
I am. We have two sons. They're early to mid 30s. So they're the 5th generations, and then they each have a boy. So that's 6 generations. So we got the 4th, 5th, and 6th generations in this yesterday and got some good pictures.
Oh, that's awesome.
So there would be my grandson's great grandfather's car.
Wow. That's amazing. Jeff, I want to thank you for sharing your awesome ride and story and the history of this car. And that's what was really intriguing about bringing Cruising Classic Cars to this car, because it has so much history in one family, and that's really what it's all about. You know?
It is. It's the love of my grandfathers, and my dad passed it down to me. And hopefully my kids will get that passion for the cars as well. Yeah, absolutely. Thank you so much for sharing. Thank you. I'm Gary for Cruising Classic Cars and Hot Rods. Stay tuned. Hello, Gary here for Cruising Classic Cars and Hot Rods at the Connecticut Classic Chevy Club at the Quinnipiac Memorial Day Weekend Car Show with another award winner. This Choice Award for Auto Excellence is presented to the pickup truck 1934 Ford Pickup Custom. This is Gary, the owner. How are you, Gary?
Nice to meet you, Gary.
Nice to meet you.
Another Gary.
Another Gary all over the place. 427 Motor Cars has sponsored a coupon, 25% off for one of their basic details. You could use it for custom, classic, or whatever you want to do. Okay. This award is presented to you. Tell us about this awesome pickup.
I've owned it for roughly 40 years. I got it. It was on the way to the junkyard. It was in really bad shape. Yeah, it was. The motor had a hole in the side of it. It actually still ran, and that was it. You know, and it was in somebody's backyard under an oak tree.
Well, what was nice is that I spoke to you earlier about your vehicle, and some of the customizations that this car had shortened the bed and really making it a pretty cool custom rod, you know?
Yeah, the bed's been shortened at the front end and the back end. It's been bobbed and shortened up against the cab to make it more aesthetic to the chassis.
Yeah.
It has a 57 Corvette frame under it.
Okay.
This car was originally built probably in the mid to late 60s.
Oh, wow.
And it was built in Southern California.
Okay.
I saw the original pink slip for it.
Oh, no kidding.
The address and everything where it came from.
Oh, nice.
Kind of nice.
Yeah.
There's no aftermarket parts on this. It's actually a real hot rod made from whatever you can get out of the junkyard or get off another car or anything else, or what you can hand fabricate.
You're an awesome curator of the car, and well deserved.
Thank you.
Thank you for spending time with us. So, guys, Gary here for Cruising with Classic Cars and Hot Rods with Ted, the award winner for the Cruising with Classic Cars and Hot Rods Choice Award of Excellence for a 1973 Ford Grand Torino classic car opened from 1973 to 1990. Now, one of the reasons that I brought my eye to your car is that the shape that this car is in, and it's 100% original. Congratulations. Tell us about it real quick.
Well, it's I had this year make and model car back in high school in the 70s, and I had it for like 25 years and made the mistake of selling it around 1999. So I always wanted to get another one because it's a connection to my youth, my teen years.
Yeah.
And so I shopped on the internet for 10 years.
Oh, wow.
Just to get this year, make, model, color.
Okay.
And I couldn't believe when this popped up.
Yeah.
It was in Burlington, New Jersey, South Jersey.
Oh, wow.
And nobody else was bidding on it.
Yeah.
I mean, they had pictures, videos.
No kidding.
I didn't. So I waited 3 days to pull the plug and buy it without even seeing it in person.
Wow.
And believe it or not, this car was in a well-known movie.
Really?
This car was in the movie Invincible with Mark Wahlberg.
Okay.
Where he plays the walk-on football player for the Philadelphia Eagles, which
Oh,
is
no
actually
kidding.
a true story.
Okay.
And I remember seeing the movie years ago and seeing it in about 4 scenes.
Yeah.
In the parking lot and the street scenes.
You got to send it to me. I can give you a nice photo of the clip in the movie. That'd be
Invincible.
wild.
I spruced it up a little bit. I pinstriped it.
Okay.
Put black vinyl wrap on the rocker panels.
Oh, nice.
The early 2000 Mach 1 hood scoop on it.
Okay.
So I enhanced it a little, dolled it up.
Right.
Because it was kind of a plain Jane.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you, it's
also
awesome.
It only has 28,000 miles on it.
Oh,
I'm fourth owner.
Wow. You're an awesome curator of the car too, as always.
I've concluded that no way was this ever anybody's daily driver. It's just in too good a shape.
Right.
And too low of miles.
Yeah.
Original owner was Rochester, New York. Second owner was a mechanic in Long Island.
Okay.
Third owner was a computer programmer in South Jersey that I bought it from.
Wow. So you have all the history of the car. That's perfect. That brings even more value to the car.
And like I said, and this is the car I had in my teens and 20s and 30s.
Yeah.
Well, it looks just like the car I had back then.
Nice. That's awesome. Congratulations. Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks for noticing this little jewel in a sea of 500 awesome cars.
That's right. I'm Gary for Cruising Classic Cars and Hot Rods. Stay tuned. Give an award to Bob with this awesome 1969 Camaro Z28 302. Choice Award of Auto Excellence from Cruising with Classic Cars and Hot Rods. Classic stock from 1955 to 1972. This 1969 Chevy Camaro Z28. Congratulations, Bob.
Oh, thank you.
Tell me about your 1969 Camaro. This is a beautiful restoration, or just tell me about what you did to preserve this originality of this vehicle.
Well, first of all, this is my original car from high school. In 1971, I was able to buy it back from a collector.
Oh, so this is your actual?
This is my actual high school car.
How in the world did you find it?
Believe it or not, when I sold it, I worked at my uncle's gas station at Parkway Texaco in Hamden.
Okay.
To a fella, Andy Amendola. When I was at a car show, and a fella came up to me and said, "I think this is your original car," and he showed me the title, and it had his name on it, my name as the seller.
Oh, no kidding.
So I knew it was my original car. So then I waited a couple of years and I approached the collector who had it and I bought it back from him.
That's an awesome story.
And then I brought it back to my shop and I restored it. It didn't need much to be done to it.
Okay.
I went through the whole car, brought it back to factory specs.
Nice.
The only thing I did to it was I added power steering to it.
Okay.
So I have the old steering unit I kept as the original, and I added, like I said, the power steering, but everything else in the car is original. It has original 60,000 miles on the car.
Oh my God, that's incredible.
Yeah, and it's got the optional 410 posi rear end. It's called the Eaton rear end. It's a special rear end that was made in Detroit, Michigan.
Okay. And that was on the build sheet of this car?
It was on the build sheet of the car.
Wow.
Right. And everything else you see on the car is right from the factory.
Okay.
Nothing changed. It's got the original rosewood steering wheel.
That's beautiful. You recognize that when you look in the interior, by all means.
See it.
Oh, it's gorgeous.
Yep. It's a frost green Code 59 is the color of the car. I went through the motor, detailed it. Got the DZ. I got all the identification markings from that.
Wow.
The transmission, the whole driver line. The car's been documented along with all the previous owners. Everything's been documented.
That's awesome.
So I know where the car's been its whole life.
That's incredible. That's a great value.
Yes,
for the car. Absolutely. I see you got the Goodyear with the wide tread, the period correct wheels and tires.
Yep, those are exactly how it came
just
off
beautiful.
The factory line. And the car was from a dealer in Branford, Connecticut. Bob's.
So it stayed in Connecticut.
It stayed in Connecticut its whole life.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yep. I got the sheet where it was made. It was made in Michigan, the plant there, and then it was shipped to Connecticut, and then it just stayed here.
Well, I'll tell you, Bob, thank you for sharing your car. I'm Gary for Cruising Classic Cars and Hot Rods. Been great talking with you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Gary.
So, guys, we're finishing up here at the Connecticut Classic Chevy Quinnipiac Memorial Day Show. We're here with Emilio with his 1970 Mach 1 Mustang. Just incredible build. He's going to talk to us about it. But this is a Cruising with Classic Cars and Hot Rods sponsored Choice Award for Auto Excellence for a 1970 Ford Mustang Mach 1. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
What can you tell us about this awesome vehicle you got here?
I've actually had this car since I was 15 years old. I bought it in high school. I paid $800 for it. It was junk. It was completely trash. There's not one single piece of sheet metal on this car that's original to the car.
Oh wow!
So from it's an original Mach 1. It's an original Cleveland car. So it's an original setup this way.
Okay.
But it was nowhere near in this condition. The car was originally raced, so every corner was smashed on the car when I bought it.
Oh, like a Trans Am Series
like a
racing?
Trans Am Series race car.
Oh, no kidding.
And so
okay.
every corner was smashed on the car. There was even the roof skin was replaced on this car. There was foot marks on the roof from someone celebrating. So it was a winning car, obviously.
yeah.
You know, it just was beat up.
That's awesome.
But it wasn't rusted because it wasn't a typical Mustang because it was raced and it was more bashed than rotted.
Okay.
And I started at that point, and it's been a backwards and forwards and just kept going through and revising. And this is 30 years of hard work and.
So Emilio, tell me that how much of the work did you do on this car?
About 90% of it. So,
no kidding.
Yeah, so I did, I built the motor, I had a machine shop do the work for me.
Okay.
I had somebody rebuild the transmission for me. It's got a gear vendor's overdrive in it.
All right.
I had someone rebuild the pumpkin in the rear end.
Still a Cleveland?
Still a Cleveland, so it's a
beautiful.
408 stroker with a scat crank, and it's a 4x4 square bro. It's 500 horsepower, 520 foot-pounds of torque. With a 373 gear in the rear with the gear vendors.
Oh, perfect.
And
it's a nice setup.
Thank you. It's actually fun to drive. This is the first year I'm driving it. It's a lot of fun to drive. It's actually nice. It's good. I did electronic digital dash. So my whole goal with it is I wanted it to be a 1970 Mustang.
Yes.
In essence.
Yeah.
But the heart in technology of today. So I got the coded digital dash. It's all. So everything is pretty much modernized. It's all LED lights. It's a drivable turnkey start 500 horsepower 1970 car.
How about your suspension?
It's tubular control arms on the front that I changed over, and I'm running Caltrack bars in the back.
Oh wow!
And so I got exhaust dumps and cutouts and nitrous, and this is it's a
hot rod, man.
It's a hot rod.
It's a hot rod. It's a hot rod Mustang, no doubt.
Hot rod. It may look like a Mustang, and it is a Mustang, but it's a hot rod underneath. It's it's a sheep in wolf's clothing. That's or wolf in sheep clothing.
Would you take it back to the Trans Am track?
Not like this. Not like this.
Emilio,
awesome
much. Job.
I appreciate it.
Thank you for the time. All right, guys, Gary here, Cruising Classic Cars and Hot Rods at the Connecticut Chevy Club Show. Coming to an end. I want to thank you for listening to the podcast. And as always, drive safe. Beautiful, beautiful turnout, beautiful day. And Gary here, signing off from Cruising with Classic Cars and Hot Rods. Thanks.